Greetings, everyone. I just wanted to come on here and give you a brief update. I've been getting a lot of people asking me, when is part 4 of Dead Space coming? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. It just got a little unexpectedly delayed. But the good news is, it is filmed. We actually filmed it tonight. I'm sorry, I have an itchy back. We actually filmed it tonight, and I'll be editing the whole thing together, and converting it, and uploading it, and posting it tomorrow. So, within the next 24 hours of this video, right now that you're watching, part 4 of Dead Space will be going up. So, don't worry, it's coming. I haven't forgotten, alright? The reason for the delay, I figure I at least owe you guys an explanation because so many of you have been enjoying them. The reason for the delay, well, originally, you may recall, it said part 4 coming very soon. Well, that was the intention at the time. But mere days after finishing that video, I came down with like one whopper of a cold, and it lasted almost right up until Halloween. So basically, I had to make a choice. Either make the video in spite of being sick and basically be coughing and hacking and wiping my nose constantly through the whole thing, thus detracting somewhat from the horror experience, or wait until I get better. I decided to wait until I got better. So, got better, but then, during the most of the first week of November, Annetta was finishing up some of her schooling stuff and looking for work, and she was just really stressed and either really busy or really tired or both. So basically, the last thing she wanted to be doing was a video. And being scared out of her wits when she had plenty of other things on her mind. So anyway, she just found a job today, so the stress is gone. Everything is happy and wonderful and delicious again. So tonight, she basically said, let's do the video tonight, and then it'll be done, and then we can both get on with other things. Because I didn't want to be posting other videos while you guys are waiting with bated breath for part 4 of Dead Space. I wanted the next video to be part 4 of Dead Space, so I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. Anyway, we did part 4 of Dead Space tonight, and you will be seeing it tomorrow. So just a couple things I wanted to briefly mention. A couple of goodies we got related to Dead Space. Of course, we have the game, which is fabulous. And if you have not played it yet, you should. If you're a fan of the survival horror genre and or sci-fi horror in general, play this game because it's great. It's so much fun, and anybody who says it isn't scary is either lying because they don't want to admit what a wuss they actually are, or they are so jaded and desensitized because of a steady diet of horror and television violence that nothing will scare them. To the average normal human, this is a scary game. Okay? Now, I consider myself pretty jaded. Like, I've seen a lot of horror movies and stuff. You've seen my horror DVD collection. I've seen far more than what is in that DVD collection. I mean, I've seen a lot on VHS and Laserdisc over the years as well. And just on late-night TV. And I consider myself pretty jaded. But I got freaked out playing Dead Space as well. Not like to the point of being a gibbering idiot in the corner drooling all over himself, but enough that it was an experience. Then, we also picked up Dead Space Downfall. This, of course, is the animated movie, which is actually a prequel to the game. So this actually tells you, in the form of an incredibly gory animated cartoon, without question the single goriest cartoon I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of anime and stuff too, so that's saying something. But, well, maybe not the goriest, but certainly one of the goriest cartoons I've ever seen. The goriest one I've seen recently. A lot of people didn't like the animation style of this. I had no problem with it. I think it was fine. It's about average for what you expect from a direct-to-DVD release. This, of course, is the Blu-ray edition, which is quite nice. Some people say, what's the point of getting cartoons on Blu-ray? Do you really notice that big of a difference? It depends on what they are. Generally speaking, maybe not. You'll notice the lines making up the characters and what'll be nicer. But I'd say yes, cartoons are definitely worth picking up on Blu-ray, like in high definition, because the backgrounds are painted, so you see a lot more detail in the backgrounds. And something like Dead Space also has a lot of CG sequences that kind of bridge the action, like the shots of the Ishimura, the spaceship, are all CG, and they're really nice looking, so they would definitely benefit from high definition. So yeah, I'd say if you've got a Blu-ray player or a PS3, get the Blu-ray version of whatever. You know, cartoons definitely benefit from it. People are wondering, is it a good movie? Well, the reviews have been kind of mixed. Some people really liked it, some people really hated it. I went in expecting it to be exactly what it was. A, basic, not stellar animation, but adequate animated cartoon movie, giving some of the backstory of the game. Now, the main difference between the animated movie and the game is the game... Well, let me put it this way. You've seen the Alien movies? Well, let's talk Alien 1 and 2. The game is like the first Alien. Claustrophobic horror. Okay? The movie, which is the prequel to the game, is like Aliens. It's much more of an action movie, but it sets everything up. Like, the movie, without giving anything away, the movie literally ends right where the game begins. Like, it brings you right up to the start of the game. So, it's good. So if you're into the story, and if you want a little bit more, I definitely recommend picking up Downfall, or at the very least rent it. At the very least rent it, just to see it. And, yeah, good stuff. And then finally, this was actually a gift from Anetta's brother, who recently picked up a PS3 and Dead Space, because he played it when he was here and absolutely loved it. The art of Dead Space. Check that out. Pretty cool, eh? So this is like a really, really nice art book that gives you a look at, it's kind of hard to show at this angle, but it gives you a look at all the different, it gives you some of the necromorph designs and spaceship designs and, there, interiors and stuff like that. So it gives you a look at a whole bunch of the design work. And they got some pretty cool artists to do design work on this. Like, there was one guy who worked on Star Wars, I think, another guy who worked on The Matrix. So they got some pretty top-notch, designer artists to do the work on this, and it's really cool. So it kind of serves as a behind-the-scenes look at the visuals and the look and design of the game, which is really cool. So very cool. Very good. So anyway, that was, I don't know where he picked it up. I guess he got it when he got the game from the game store. And he thought I would like it. So he just gave it to me as a Halloween present. So thank you, Eric. Awesome present. And I've actually been reading it. I'm about halfway through. There's a lot of accompanying text that gives you some more detail about the art and everything, and the making of the game, or the design of the game specifically. And yeah, it's really interesting stuff. Really good. And I gotta say, some of the design work is just amazing. Like, the artwork is really, really cool. You can actually see a lot of this on Downfall. Downfall has an extras section which actually does feature a lot of the artwork from the art of Dead Space. So that would be another reason to pick up the Blu-ray, so you can see the production artwork in high definition. So there you go. Lots of reasons. Okay, so that's about it for now. I've been rambling for about 9.5 minutes, and I think that's enough to whet your appetite. So Dead Space Part 4, coming tomorrow. It will be the epic conclusion to my Dead Space gameplay videos. And then there will be one more Dead Space video, because I just can't get enough of talking about this game. I'm going to do some kind of a review, which is something I meant to do anyway. It's probably not going to be anything fancy. It's probably going to be much like this, just me talking about shit. Because by this point, there are so many Dead Space videos on the internet You really don't need me to show you any more clips. You've seen the walkthrough that I did, and, you know, yeah. I don't know. I might do some other videos about it at some point, but for now, you know, part 4 and the review will be it, because I'd really like to get on to some other things. As much as I'm loving the game, and as much as I appreciate that you guys are enjoying me rambling about it, I really want to get on to some other things. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so tune in for part 4 tomorrow, and my review probably the day after that. And then after that, who knows? I'm probably going to get back to doing some DVD reviews for a bit, because I've been having some people asking me about when the next DVD reviews are coming, and it has been a while since I've done any. So I think we're going to do a bunch of DVD reviews, and then maybe we'll do some more games, sort of alternate between them. I think the little one just woke up. Alright, talk to you later, folks. Until then, sayonara.